So you've just bought yourself a beautiful MGB hood and the sun is shining. And of course, you're going to want to put the hood down. So let's talk you through how best to do that. So you can break it down into 5 easy steps. We'll start with the first, and that's releasing the poppers on the rear quarter windows. And the reason we do this is to protect the rear quarter windows from splitting when we fold the hood down. If you put these under stress, they'll break and there's no going back. You'll lose your waterproofing and you'll have to replace the hood. And they're stitched but also heat welded into position. Now we're going to release the durable dots that hold the hood fabric to the frame. You've got one on top of the B post, you've got a strap around the frame, and then you've got one in the corner coming up to the A post, and you do that for both sides of the car. So the next job is to release the header rail clips up here on the header rail, and also remove the clips from the top of the B post. So now with all the fasteners released, we can roll the hood back. So it's a simple case of bringing the header rail back to about a 2/3 position, sliding off the back bar at the back of these teardrops here and here, and then bringing the back window to the rear of the boot skin. So the most important aspect of this job is to protect the rear quarter window from splitting. So what we're going to do is we're going to fold the rear quarter windows along the middle of the seam over the top of the back window, like this. Now we're doing this for both sides of the car. And now it's just a case of lifting up that rear window and lowering down the hood frame. I'll also flick the header rail clips over the tongue of the header rail catch so the back window doesn't rub when you're driving down the road. If it rubs, you can get little scratches forming, and then you'll have to get them polished out. So we take our folded rear quarters and the back window over the header rail. On this car we've got a windstop fitted. Just going to navigate that between the hood frame and the back of the windstop on both sides of the car. Okay, and we'll have a little tidy up. So it's worth just spending a couple of minutes stowing the hood properly, tidying it up around the back, just to protect the hood and get as many years out of it as you possibly can. So now you've stowed your MGB's hood and hood frame, and you want the back to look nice and smart, so you can fit a tonneau, or in this case, a hood tonneau. And that's just going to cover the area between the rear deck and the hood. It's going to give you some protection over the top of the hood, and it's going to make for a more elegant, streamlined looking B on the road. For the uninitiated, these are not water divining sticks, but they are tonneau sticks, and they give shape to the back of the car over the hood well. A lot of people don't know how to fit them, so let's talk you through. I think they're working. So there's a spigot joint in the middle, simply slip them together. And then what we need to do is to fit them across the back of the car. Hold the middle together so you don't drop it on your paperwork. And now we're going to locate them into the Tonneau Stick receivers. And if you turn over the tonneau, you'll find there are locators. Now in this case, it's a hood back bar. On other tonneaus, you'll find a tab of metal, and that has to locate into the rear teardrops. And now let's tidy up the front fittings. Push the valance of material down, in this case between the windstop and over the top of those tonneau sticks. So we're now going to fit these tongues into the top of the B post, like this, and push the fasteners down over the lift the dots to secure the tonneau. So to tidy it up, you've got a little durable dot tag here, and you can just clip it to the side inside the cockpit. A little bit of careful attention to detail goes a long way. And doesn't she look great with the hood stowed properly? Now let's get to the road.